Yo, what's up, Jig Squad? Welcome back to another video. I've got my boy Gibby with me. First multi-time guest on the TPJiggy show. Everybody clap it up for Gibby. Then we got MoMoney, Mo Problems.
Sir.
You look so chopped, boy. That made me die. Boy, you like, yes, sir.
First question, what's the way that you feel like your relationship with God helps you in your everyday life?
I'd say in my everyday life, it helps me kind of like navigate the choices I'm going to make. I wear the What Would Jesus Do bracelets, and I have a bunch of them, and I'll pass them out to some friends that I know are followers of Christ. I'm trying to just guide my everyday decisions to try and, have me be the best person I can be at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think God influence on my navigation through life is just remembering to be grateful. So when I am not having the things go my way, I just remember everything else God has done for me, because even the little things matter. Like even just having a house, furniture, electronics like this MacBook to record. Like those are all things that like I'm grateful to have. So it reminds me to have that good influence on me.
Yeah, those are good answers. Those kind of line up with what I would say too. I just feel like I know that there's a plan already written out for me. There's no need for me to worry about if I get what I need in life. I already have everything I need. It's just certain things that I want. Sometimes God will give you the stuff you want and then show you that it's not really worth wanting. And just understanding that He's going to give me everything that's essential, basically. Question number 2. All right, so I don't really know how to phrase this one super well. Something I've come to appreciate from life is as I mature, I feel like I gain appreciation for the tough times. The easy times are always going to be fun. It says in the afterlife, most people think there's like no type of struggle. So what would that look like? Is there no type of challenge in heaven? No self-improvement, basically?
That might be like one of those questions that's just like way above our pay grade, Our other roommate will talk about heaven is so much better than our life is on earth that you won't remember your life on earth. Like everything will be so much better that you won't want to remember. Like obviously you'll be connected with people probably in your life, right? But it'll be like just something I feel like we can't even grasp as a human, or like be something we can grasp as a spirit.
The energy and the spirit, like on earth versus in heaven, is just like different. You wouldn't really be affected by something that isn't positive, like how you would see here, because God stands for kindness, love, and like a sound mind. And I feel like when you have a sound mind, like you don't feel those things.
Then something I feel like I would want to add on is that let's say hell would be like the opposite. Like that's eternal struggle. But what hell also is, you don't have any connection to God. And I think about all the times I was struggling, what got me through it was God and being able to talk to Jesus, basically. So that's what's scary about hell is someone would always be suffering. They'd find no way out of it. It's weird to think about. Like, I know I don't bring my body to heaven. I can't wrap my brain around not bringing my mind. Like, I can picture just being a soul and being like energy without a body that's the host for my soul. If it's just my soul, does that mean I don't think either because I don't have a brain there with me? Same thing, we kind of just got to see.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't have an answer for you.
I think you go either direction. I think it might be like a variation between the two.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like an interesting thing to think about, but I won't think about it too much because basically you just gotta wait and see. So there's no point of thinking about it.
Right.
What colors do you guys want?
Red.
Green.
So we're gonna write a quality that we would look for in a lady. We're gonna get a certain amount of points. It's a 1 to 10 scale for each.
Damn, you took my info. Yelling my song. Slim thick with your cuda. Cuda, I might buy you a new bag. What? That's
Hey, yo.
weird. Why are you kissing at me like
Hey,
a
yo.
dog?
Chop it together.
You gotta do it, Mo.
I wrote godliness, Cooking, sugar spice, mother skills, complementariness.
Passionate, lethal face card, responsible, and slim thick with your cute ass.
Loyalty, smart, funny.
This is 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, stay in school, kids. 5, 6,
13.
13. We got 13. So let's say you get 100 points. Assign them to different things.
Do you go first? Do all your 100?
I'll do all my 100.
Yeah. Bro, send me those pictures we took, bro. I mean, it's like right now while he's doing that. Please. Please. I said please. Now you're just being rude at this point.
You said please.
I did say please. I said please a couple times. I want to send them to the host so they start fucking with me again.
Really, that's how it works.
I mean, damn near. It's like whenever you post on Insta, get a new tat, get a new car. That might be about it. Like some other shit too. And then they like pay more attention to you when you do stuff like that.
56. 59.
Where are those girls' voices coming
bro,
from?
that's weird.
Like they had to walk right next to our house, like right next to it. Like that was so
Windows.
loud.
70.
It sounded like they were on our porch.
Right? That's what I thought. I thought they were about to come inside. I was like, what? Nah, this ain't your crib, bro. Oh, I thought, no, you did not think. That was the problem.
I thought. Oh,
That was the problem. You weren't.
Can you help me count? So 10, 20, 30, 30, wait, 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm just doing the fives first. Oh, yeah, 10, 20, 25. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 66.
Is that all you took, Mo? What about the ones of me on the bench? Oh, you sent them to me. I just didn't swipe.
Okay, bet. I've got my 100. How many women do you think it would take versus the gorilla instead of men?
300.
300. What'd you think, Gibby?
Huh?
How many women would it take against the gorilla instead of 100 men?
Man, like 300.
I'd say like 250 maybe. I gave godliness a 10. I feel like it's a 10 if you're honestly striving to do what you feel God wants you to do. If you're submitted to God, okay, what would God want me to do? Or what would Jesus do? You've got Jesus as the example to live a perfect human life, basically. That'll just keep you on a straight and narrow path. It makes you more level-headed. Probably someone that would like wait till marriage with me. I already messed up, but I don't want to keep messing up. Bro, I waited 16 years one time, so I could wait maybe like another 5. But to be fair, I didn't really know what it was until year 16. Loyalty, I gave 7. I kind of assume if I'm doing everything I should be doing as a man of God first, then a husband and a father, like taking good care financially of my family, I would assume that they would just stay with me. That may be a bold assumption to make, but not with a woman of God, I feel like. Passionate, I gave a 5 because that's kind of the same. I've got more points in sugar and spice, and that kind of makes up passion in my view. Cooking, I got an 8. She don't gotta be like Guy Fieri or I guess like Lady Fieri in this situation, but if she can whip up like some breaded pork chops or something like that, like that's pretty solid. Smart, I gave it 8, bro. She's got to be smarter than me, otherwise our kids are finna be cooked. Lethal face card, I gave a 7. Not to self-glaze myself, but I feel like I bring enough to the table where she would look better than me, but I also feel like if you had to put it on a 1 to 10 scale, a lady who's a 7 is way more attractive than a dude who would be considered a 7. I use a different scale. I like to say 0, I don't find her attractive, and I don't see how anyone else could. I don't think a 0 is really a real thing because there's someone for everybody. And then a 1 is I don't find them attractive, but I see why someone else would. A 2 is I find them attractive, but I see why somebody else wouldn't. A 3 is I find them attractive and I don't see how anybody else could not find them attractive. Coco Jones, basically. Sugar, I gave a 7. Sugar for me looks just like sweetness, basically. Kind acts, a warm feeling when I'm spending quality time with them, I guess. And then spice. Spice would be described as if she was like, come eat this boy or something like that. Once we're married, of course. Funny, she gotta have a good sense of humor. I gave that a 9. Oh, no, I gave that 8. Responsible, that's just being an adult. I gave that a 9. Mother skills, I also gave a 9. That's something that's very important. Slim thick, I gave a 3. Just because as long as there's potential, bro, I could just take it to the gym. Complimentariness, I gave a 10. Just because that's an important thing for me. Like, for example, my mind kind of runs around all the time. So it's if I have someone to keep me focused on what I'm actually talking about, just in a conversation, that'll help better. For example, I'm pretty straightforward, so it helps when they're straightforward too.
So for godliness, I also gave it 10 out of 10. It's pretty important. I feel like it's important that if we align on the same page religiously. Loyalty, I gave a 10 out of 10. I feel like that's very important. Not only like they love you, but they got your back, like 21 said. Passionate, I want them to be goal-oriented and focused towards something. You know, I feel like that's cool if they got a hobby outside of just dating me. Cooking, I only gave it a 5 because I can whip it up myself, so I don't really need no help with that. Smart, I gave it an 8. You just got to be like 1 point higher than me. I feel like I'm a 7. Lethal face card, that's basically beauty, like in the face area. I gave that an 8. Sugar, like how TP said, like sweetness, I gave it a 6. Spice, I gave it a 7. She just needed to be a little freaky, like above average freakiness. Funny, I gave it a 7 too. Responsible, I gave it an 8. You need to be pretty responsible if you're going to have my kid. Mother skills, I gave it a 7. I feel like maybe I should have gave it higher, but I only gave it a 7. Slim thick, I gave it an 8. I'm not trying to train him. I'm just trying to have him become already trained for the gym. And complimentariness, I gave it a 6.
For godliness, I had to put it a 10 just because that's just a priority in my life. Like everything I do is for and through him. So having that other person with me that also wants to be in the image of God just makes everything else so much easier. And loyalty, that was one of my first things I put down. You can't even be in a relationship without loyalty. Like their passion, their cooking, no matter how smart they are, how funny, or if they have sugar or spice, if they're not loyal, then none of those things matter. I had to give that a 10 for sure. And passionate, also gave it a 10. Just having goals and trying to get somewhere and trying to fulfill like your dreams is what life is all about. I don't want just someone who isn't really goal oriented or doesn't have any fulfillment in life. And that's where like passion comes from. In cooking, I put a 5. Everyone should know how to cook something. I don't see it as a huge priority because I can cook myself. And I don't need like super gourmet meals. For smart, I put a 10 because I definitely need someone smarter than me who can, you know, help with problem solving and stuff like that. Definitely someone who's smarter than me would be preferred. Lethal face card, for me, like looks are like super important. For me personally, no matter how much of a personality someone has, how relatable you think they are. If they're not first physically attractive to you, then it kind of cancels out the personality, in my opinion. For sugar, acts of kindness and like doing little things and stuff like that, and just like, you know, a sweetheart. And then for spice,
Zero spice. Zero spice is crazy.
No freak. Regret it.
No freak. No freak.
Maybe I would change it if I can go back, but I was thinking spice, more like spice in their personality. I don't know. I'm pretty like laid back, basic person, so I didn't see it as like super important. And then I need someone who's funny. I like being around people that make me laugh. Responsible, I put a 5. Some other things that were on the list were more important. And then mother skills is a 10. I want to have a family, and family takes a long time to develop, so you need to be able to know how to do that. Slim thick, I put 5. I don't really have like a body preference for real. Like I like skinny girls,
Say it.
slim thick girls, and you know the fat hoes.
Pound it.
There goes my list.
Oh, complimentariness.
Oh, yeah, I put complimentariness
5.
because yeah, I think that's a pretty even middle ground.
Yeah. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Should we put our thinking caps on?
The chicken.
The egg.
The chicken. Debate. Why the egg?
I just wanted to counter an argument, Mo.
Why the chicken?
Because the chicken, there is no egg without the chicken. The chicken is the egg.
All right, bet I got one for that. The egg came first from a different species and evolved into the chicken. So when it first came out, it was half chicken, half something else. And then when that baby had a baby, that was full chicken. But the egg came first because the chicken is in the egg. So boom, evolution. That's like bio.
Counter argument?
I don't have a kind of argument.
I think the chicken, but the egg was probably there before the chicken, but the idea of the chicken was there before the egg. In theory, the chicken came before the egg because God had the plan for the chicken to come about. The egg was there first because something had to evolve into the chicken. But what if dinosaurs were actually dragons? I heard a theory about how... Do you guys think black people actually enjoyed the song My N-Word by YG? Because it kind of sounds like something that Gangstalicious from the Boondocks would have made.
Wait, but Mo's black.
Wait, for real?
Yeah,
And since when?
since I was born,
How does it feel?
bro. It just feels like black people.
How so?
Because
Oh, yeah?
you know when someone's black because they're just black.
Not really.
If the color of your skin isn't white, then I mean it's black.
What about Mexicans?
If the color of your skin is brown or black, then you're black.
What about Mexicans who got really tan?
Then they're just Mexican.
All right, last one. So we're going to be building the perfect athlete. So we've got him right here. No racial, but pretend he's black.
That's racist.
Sorry, Mo. Was it actually? The mindset of Tom Brady.
Jerry Rice for the hands because he used to catch the bricks growing up.
I chose the feet of Noah Lyles because we need someone who's fast, faster than everyone. And he's faster than an average NFL player. And I was going to choose Nick Chubb for strength, but I feel like speed in the legs is more important than strength.
I've got the knees of Barry Sanders and Kyrie Irving. So it's like, that's like the shiftiness.
Can I do LeBron's wiener? Or... Oh man. Okay, I won't. Can I do Mike Glennon's neck?
Yeah, who's the neck goat?
I don't know. That's a crazy way to say that. For hand-eye coordination, I said OBJ.
Chose Kelly Oubre here because I want him to be light skinned.
Are you doing dog? That's a good one. That's what I was gonna do too. Who you got?
We've got the dog of Dennis Rodman and Russell Westbrook.
For upper body strength, I did Texans JJ Watt.
We've got the cake of Kyle Lowry.
We got the wiener. I mean the hip mobilities of Jamal Murray. Y'all see that video? Him getting his dick sucked on Twitter and shit by that. At the time, she was still a college basketball player at Kentucky. He was already in the league, and his girl, it got leaked on Twitter. Him getting his meat sucked. Talk about elite ball knowledge. Have you seen Jamal Murray's wiener? Because I have.
Lastly, we have the trash talking of Jalen Ramsey. So that's all we got for you guys today. Any words of wisdom for the people at home?
Stay jiggy.
No money.
Stay jiggy. See you guys.